Hello, hello. How are you guys? I guess we'll wait till one or two more people come in, I guess. Okay, cool. Set up all of the live chat, get everything good to go. Okay. Hello, can you hear me? How do I sound? How do I look? You got to get that soaking wet or just kind of damp? Ah. All right, can you hear me? Can you see me? Cracking open a trail soda. Oh no. Got a little bit of trail soda juice on the table. All right. I like that. All right, let's wait till someone comes in here. All right. Well, in today's live stream, we're going to talk about the Jeep, talk about the truck, everything I've done to them so far, upcoming videos, something cool that I learned on the trail today. Maybe you guys already knew about it, but yeah, we have plenty to talk about, and then any questions or anything I like to ramble on. But can you guys hear me? Can you guys see me? I want to make sure it's not quiet or sounds like garbage. I obviously have a couple trail sodas next to me, so we are good to go. Ready to live stream for a little while with you guys. I did not do a New Year's post, so Happy New Year to everybody watching and the channel. Cool. Yes, we hear you and see you. Awesome. Yeah. So the first thing is, I just got back from a wheeling trip and taking the Jeep out. Took it wheeling out by a spot next to the house with my friend Travis in the white Cherokee. And we definitely put a beating on the Jeeps. Wheeled them pretty good. I will have a video on that. It's kind of like a redemption tour of the first wheeling video out in the area by my house. A lot of the obstacles that I could not hit, I was able to hit with the new front bumper, rock sliders, and rear bumper. And I definitely added some scratches to both front and rear bumper and the rock sliders. So yeah, I'm extremely happy with that. That's kind of what they're made for. But how are you guys today? Second Sunday of the month. I hope everyone's day is going good and smooth. Let me know what trail sodas you guys are drinking, and if you guys have done anything to the rigs in the in the past month or so. Love to hear about that. So we met up, I want to say about pretty early in the morning, and we hit a lot of obstacles. The first one was that one that I climbed. Don't really want to spoil the video for you. It'll be out next weekend, but let's just say a lot of things were climbed, and the Jeeps definitely got some new scratches and dents. So I'll have that video out next weekend for you guys. Then from there, pretty much my plan was to do the rock sliders and front and rear bumper on the Jeep, and it'll be at a pretty good stopping point. So then the next step is just full tilt on that truck, getting it to a point where me and Natalie can confidently go camping out of it and taking trips, and we know that it won't leave us stranded. So that's pretty much the plan, is just go through it, just upgrade the things we need, fix any leaks, get to the point where we could go out on trips with it. One video, or one thing I recently did for a video, is I upgraded the electrical system on it. So I want to say in the next couple weeks I will have a video out on that. And then just to let you guys know, I will have a product review on a dual piston air compressor that I will have out in the next 2 to 3 weeks. And to be completely transparent, the company did send me that. But I think it will be a great option for anybody's rigs to help air up your tires extremely fast. Or if you want to do the dual or quadruple or whatever tire air up hoses, it'd be perfect to plug into that air compressor and air up all 4 tires at once really fast. Other than that, yeah, we got all the stuff done to the Jeep. We are snow camping next weekend, so I will have a video out on that too, probably in the next 2 to 3 weeks. And yeah, so it would be wheeling trip, electrical upgrades of the truck, snow camping video, and air compressor video. This is about the next 4 videos for the channel. I did buy a goodie for the truck towards the truck build. I think you guys will like it. It's definitely well, it's axle related. As you guys know, or if you guys have tuned into the live streams, I did buy a 14 bolt for full floater rear axle for the truck, and I bought a matching Dana 60 GM passenger side drop front axle. It's not in the greatest shape, but for the price I got it for, I had to get it. So it was kind of a no-brainer to pick it up for the price I got it for. So in the future, I will be building on those as part of the channel too. Wait for some more people to tune in. Hello, hello. So yeah, I guess I'll kind of go through everything. We did go wheeling. It was a redemption tour. Beat the Jeeps up really good. I was able to have a lot better approach angle and departure angle with the new bumpers on there. And I was able to scratch up those rock sliders quite a bit. So I definitely used them. They were used, or I don't know, I'm losing the words for it. They were used like they were supposed to, I guess. So yeah, that was awesome, going out wheeling with Travis, doing that. Beating up the Jeeps. So that will be an awesome video. Those are my favorite videos to edit, is the camping and rock crawling videos. So I will have that out sooner than later. I'm hoping before next weekend, so just keep an eye out on that video. And then from there, I guess after that will be electrical upgrades for the truck, and then it will be snow camping video, and then air compressor video. Yeah, all in order. Oh, hush up, Bean. Bean's being crazy right now. Come here, Bean. Come here, bud. I want to think I did pick up a rear or a front Dana 60 for the truck. That will actually be delivered by the end of the week. So I will be getting that and adding that to the rear axle for, just to have when I start building them for the truck. I want to think. I think I'm gonna do 37s or 40s on the truck, just to make up, for the lower differentials on the 1-ton axles, and just to have some on larger tires. I think with it being a longer wheelbase truck, the larger tires will push those differentials up and make it so we can drive, on whatever trails that we want to go camping without, destroying the truck. So it'll be higher off the ground with the ground clearance and the lift kit. I think I'm going to do either a 4 or 6-inch lift on the truck. Full reinforcement of the frame. Electrical system upgrades, which I've already done. I'll have a video on that soon. Other than that, that'll be the major things to the truck. That's going to be a slow process, throughout the years of the channel. I will have videos just constantly coming out on the build for that truck. Installed the rear bumper. I hope you guys have watched that video. I'm really surprised by how many of you guys have watched it. That is awesome. And that is a one-man operation, making those bumpers. I did talk to Shane on Instagram, and he ships it. He buys the steel, he cuts it, bends it, welds it, dimples everything. Like, that's all him. And then he has his brother and his dad help with the social media a little bit on that thing. But super awesome dude. Met him in person when I went to go pick up that bumper, and great guy. Yeah, definitely if you need a handmade, extremely well built front or rear bumper or rock sliders, I would go through Filthy Addictions Off-Road. I honestly wish I knew about the quality of them and how they looked and everything before I put the Barnes bumper on the front, because I would have just bought a Filthy Addictions front bumper from them also. So if you guys are in need and you want high quality bumpers, go through him. That was pretty easy install. I was able to go wheeling, beat him up, and I think from there we'll be picking up a Dana 60 this week, and I have plans for that in the rear axle. I'm thinking completely go through them, replace all the seals, rebuild the kingpin for the front Dana 60, and rebuild the kingpin for the front kingpins for the front Dana 60. I don't know what gears I want, because with it being a 4-speed or 3-speed transmission with an overdrive, I'm not entirely sure, and I know those diesels are low RPM, so I don't want to do anything too wild, like high gear ratio wise. The rear axle has 410s and the front axle has 456s, so I'm thinking about just going 410s and keep the rear axle, and then I could just toss like a lunchbox locker or like a Spartan in the rear, just like with the Jeep, and then do 410s in the front Dana 60, toss a lunchbox locker in there, doing upgraded knuckles, doing crossover steering, 2-wheel drive steering box, just pretty much completely going through it. I did put a stereo system in the truck. I won't be doing a video on that, but I just did a full stereo system, door speakers, dash speakers, 6x9s behind the seat, and tweeters on each side by the seat belts, with a deck, like a newer stereo deck in it. So I didn't have to cut or bend anything on the metal dash with that. That was already done by a previous owner, so I didn't disgrace the truck or anything. It was already like that, because I know it's a big no-no. Guys like to buy stock stereos so they don't destroy those dashes. And the only thing I had to cut up was the bezel, the plastic bezel that you can easily replace. So I had to cut that up, stuff the stereo in there. I wired it all up myself, ran all the wires from all the speakers, hit them in the dash underneath the carpet and everything, so I can have it hidden and look well, and it sounds really good. The next step on the truck, since I am getting axles, those axles are just going to sit to the side because I gotta, I'm still coming up with a game plan for them. So I want to just kind of set them to the side, leave them, and do all the other stuff so the truck runs really well, drives really well, and it's extremely reliable. And then I'll start lifting it and doing all the big boy stuff. So the next step is, after stereo system and I did electrical, cooling system and everything, is pretty much fixing the leaks. The valve covers leak just slightly, so I want to pull those off. I want to pull off the intake and clean the intake and completely go through that, and just pretty much just clean everything, make it clean. No, make sure there's no leaks, no issues with that. Did check the truck for blow by. There is not really no blow by in the motor, so I'm very happy with that. It starts, extremely fast. It runs really well with the new glow plugs and everything that you guys will see in the new video coming out soon. Yeah, I mean, I'm extremely excited for the truck. I think the Jeep is at a good stopping point. I've done practically everything imaginable on the Jeep. The next step is things that are going to cost a lot of money, pretty much with, front Dana 44 axle, new wheels, 37s. I'm thinking 37s on it. I want to do hydraulic bump stops and limit straps for it. So all of that is big projects. So once I get to a decent point on the truck, I'll jump back into the Jeep. But with doing the front, rear bumper, and rock sliders on the Jeep, I think it's at a extremely good point right now where I can, set it off to the side. Me and Natalie will just use it for camping, wheeling, whatnot like that. And then just hammer away on the truck pretty much. So that is my plan with that. I heard the stereo speaker sounds really good, all the speakers. Yeah, I'm glad I was able to get it done in one day. Maybe I will just, do an updated walk around. I think that'd be a good idea, just like how I did with the Jeep, the original walk around, then a 2-year. I wouldn't mind in like 6 or 8 months, or even at 1 year, doing an updated walkthrough of the truck, just to show you guys where kind of it was before, from the initial video to where it is now. So that's kind of, I'm thinking about doing that because I think it'll make it'll come a long way within that 1 year, and I think it'd be interesting. I'm trying to think what else. We are going to Overland Expo, even though that is in May, so it's about 4 months away. We're going to Overland Expo West. So if you guys are going, just, say hi. We'll have patches with us. The whole thing is last year. You say hi, we'll give you some patches. Love to hang out. We will be camping there, so that will be, that'll be something to look forward to also. Howdy, what's up, Jimmy? How are you, man? Thanks for tuning in. I should have posted earlier in the week about a live stream, so there's not as many people today, but I should have did a community post about it. I usually do, but I forgot this week. Let me put some pillows behind my back. Only the best quality audio, video, best production quality, 2A Overland. Good, I've been gone a while. Well, I remember last live stream, or I think it was last live stream, that you said you were going to tune in. I really appreciated it, man. I know things come up, and, you can't always tune in, so I completely understand it. I'll just kind of catch up on what I've been talking about. Took the Jeep out wheeling. I will have a wheeling video out next weekend. Pretty much covered the front, rear bumper, and rock sliders and scratches. So, breaking them in it was a break-in run, a shakedown run on all of that body armor and all that for the Jeep. Jeep was extremely capable. New bumpers are badass. I appreciate that, man. I really like how it turned out with the new look of the Jeep. I like the old plate bumpers, those old Smitty built ones, but they were extremely heavy, and I rehomed them to a good guy that is going to put them on his XJ. I gave him a good deal on it, with front, rear bumper, the ammo can for the bottle jack, the bottle openers, and the winch. I gave him a really good deal on it. But yeah, I'm glad to see that they're going to have a new life. And the new bumpers, I have a ton of approach angle. You could see in the next video about that. And then they're a lot lighter weight. I would say the front and rear bumper combined weight is of the rear bumper total. Oh, where is Natalie? Jimmy's commenting where you're at.
Watching a movie.
Natalie's watching a movie on her phone, but she's right over here. You're going to be in the next live stream, lady, next month. I think that's right around your birthday. Jimmy just wanted to say hello.
Hello.
Natalie says hello. Bean, come here. Say hi to Jimmy. No, don't bark. Well, Bean's saying hi, Jimmy. Well, Natalie will bring him over here. Come on, buddy. You gotta say hi to all your subscribers. It's not me. They're not here for me. They're here for you and the Jeep, dude. He's looking at Natalie right now. Say hi, Bean. Look, that's you. That's you right there. Yeah, that's you, bud. Yeah. He's not having a good time. Funny little dog. Oh. ATF is going to ban pistol braces this month right before SHOT Show. Oh man, I hope not, dude. Luckily I don't have any pistol braces, not anymore. So that stinks though. Infringing on our rights. That's what we all love. Oh, I am also going to start posting more 2A content on our Patreon, since YouTube isn't a fan of that. So I am going to start doing that. I don't know. I think we're going to go out soon and to a desert by our house, shoot some steel, and I don't know, kind of go through that. I think that'd be a cool video for the Patreon. I would love to post it on the regular channel, but I don't really want to get any strikes or demonetization or anything like that. So I'm just going to push it on over there. But so if you are interested, we have the Patreon. If not, I completely understand. I'm not going to push it on you guys. I know with the prices of everything right now, it wouldn't be. I'm not going to act like that. It's not cool. Come on, buddy. Yeah, we got to go out and do that. I know we're probably about 3 to 4 months away from the fire ban starting, and we have not gone shooting in a couple of years now. It's been, well, Natalie has gone out recently. I have not. So I might be a little rusty at it, but I think it'd be fun to go out, film some of it, have a good time. The air compressor that I got sent to me, it's a Amazon brand. It's like the Maxi dual piston that was like extremely popular a few months ago that you could buy from Napa. It's the same thing, just different brand, just made, same factory, different color and all that. It's a dual piston one. I will be doing a review on that. I got to test it out some, but I will be doing a review on that soon. and it should be twice. It should push twice as much air as my Smitty built one that I have for the Jeep. So it's gonna be a good air compressor for the truck, and I'm extremely excited to try it out. I think it'd be a good budget option over like the Viair and ARB compressors and all that. So I've gone over bumpers, wheeling the Jeep. I can't see anyone else posting. Yeah, no one. Well, there's only 3 people in here on the live stream right now. I should have done a community post yesterday or Friday to let people know. I know I am kind of competing with football, so I thought about doing my live stream a little bit earlier in the day, because especially like with the Super Bowl and all that, I don't think I'll live stream if those fall on the same day, because I mean I'd like to watch the game. Other than that, I did learn something new wheeling today, a little trick. I know a lot of the time I just see you on YouTube because I don't have any social media. Oh, awesome, dude. I know I have my Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. And I have a personal Instagram, but I don't post on there. I just pretty much have the 2A Instagram, my personal Facebook, and then YouTube. And pretty much my personal Facebook is used to post links to the videos I come out with on YouTube. So it's pretty much just 2A Overland Instagram and YouTube channel. But I did learn, so usually while wheeling, you know, if you're trying to reposition your tires, like, you know, your spotter's going, oh, turn driver, and your power steering pump is obviously part of your belt, you know, setup, and you're stuck on an obstacle. It's hard to turn driver if you're just stationary, wedged on an obstacle, unless you know, feather the throttle, but then you're moving the vehicle, you know, back and forth, or, you know, forward or back, moving yourself on the obstacle. What I learned, it just kind of hit me. I mean, it could be common knowledge, but I press down the brake, like Travis told me, like, hey, turn driver. Press down the brake, threw the Jeep in neutral, and then with my foot on the brake, I just feathered the gas while turning the wheel, so it was not pushing any power to the drivetrain, but it was moving the belt and pulley system to have me turn my tires wherever I want with the power steering without driving myself back and forth. I mean, it just kind of clicked. I didn't know why I thought about that earlier. It just never really dawned on me. But doing that, I mean, it made hitting the obstacle wheeling today a lot easier. So if you don't know that, here's a little, you know, nugget for your, you know, of knowledge for your four-wheeling. But yeah, that helped out a lot. Stuck on the obstacle, he's telling me to turn driver to grip a rock with the front tire to pull me over. Excuse me. Was in drive, trying to turn it, just feathering it, but it kept pushing me farther up it. So I threw it in reverse, backed up, and then it just dawned on me, like, hey, throw it in neutral, foot on the brake, and just rev it, and I was able to turn the wheel still without moving the vehicle. So I guess that's kind of like a redneck hydro. Well, super redneck hydro assist while on the obstacle. My power steering pump sucks. Don't really want to spend the money on a stock pump. I've been pretty lucky with my stock pump. It's what gets me is the stock steering boxes. I've probably been through about 3 steering boxes on the Jeep so far. Luckily, I got a lifetime warranty one through O'Reilly's. So I just, once that steering box gets too messed up, I throw on, or I warranty out my old one, and I'm good to go for 3 or 4 wheeling trips. But how you guys drinking any trail sodas, anything like that? I do have the Banquet trail sodas. And then I have Natalie's koozie she got. She loves this thing. I'll show you guys real quick. Bush Beans, Baked Beans koozie. She got it off their website. I don't know why. I love it. I need to pick one up. This one's Natalie's. I hijacked it from her for the live stream. Jimmy, try to find a steering box for an 06 TJ. Like an aftermarket one or a stock one? I can only imagine, dude. Try to find a steering box for a 2006 TJ. Yeah. I know there's aftermarket ones, but I don't think you would want to, you know, spend all the money. I know like PSC makes them. Or wait, steering box? God, am I blind? Yeah. I know like Redhead steering gears makes them, and they are you could actually get them ported and tapped for hydro assist, but you could just have it tapped and everything and ported for it, but not use it. You could just keep the caps on there, so you can use it like a stock box. Then if you ever go to hydro assist, you know, throw the lines to it for the RAM. Gosh, I don't know. I mean, 06 TJ, PSC is the only option. Jeez. I would have to check on Redhead Steering Gear's site just in case. And if they did have them, I can post it in the comments of this video after the live stream. If not, I know PSC is expensive. Just the biggest thing is the wheeling with them. Like, I don't want to spend, you know, however much it is on them. I think they're like $700, $800, $900 for a steering box. I don't want to spend that much on it, and then after a dozen wheeling trips, has some slop in it. So, I don't know. That's the biggest thing. I wonder if... I don't know. I mean, that's about the only two companies I know of is Redhead Steering Gears and PSC. Or, you know, just O'Reilly's. But I know O'Reilly's, their steering boxes. I'll go on 2 wheeling trips and have slop in it already. So it's like... Yeah, it's called Redhead Steering Gears. Sorry, I'm all nasally. Redhead Steering Gears. They should have them. I know they have them for the TJ and they have them for the square body, for my square body. So I'm guessing they should have them for the or they have them for my XJ in the square body, not my TJ. I don't own a TJ. My bad. But yeah, as you heard, I am going to, I think I'm going to do a Dana 44 in the front of the Cherokee. And then I think I want to do 37s on it. Possibly 37s. I'm not entirely sure. But I think a Curry 44, 37s. I know Jimmy has a Curry. Curry, Dana 44, 37s, and like beadlocks. Or just some really nice wheels for it. I'm not entirely sure yet. I know some beadlocks need attention, so I'm not entirely sure with all the other stuff I have going on if I have to do a lot of maintenance on beadlocks. Best thing I ever did, Dana 44. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the plan. I don't really mind waiting since I have the truck to do all of my tinkering on while I'm waiting for a Dana 44 for the Jeep. It is quite a bit down the road since I have chromoly shafts and everything in the Dana 30. But I think, yeah, 14 weeks. So what, almost 4 months? Worth it though. I mean, unless you break your front axle, but with me having multiple projects like the Jeep and the truck, 14 weeks is no big deal to me to wait for that. especially since I will be building a Dana 60 and a 14 bolt axle for the truck. I do have a 14 bolt full floater rear end that I already own, and I excuse me, last week ordered a Dana 60 GM passenger drop 1 ton front axle for the truck. I got it from a salvage yard back east in Missouri. They had a really good deal on it. I found them on like a random like parts search website. Had an extremely good deal, and then I paid for the freight and the axle, and it's on its way to me. I should have it by, I think, next Thursday. What is that, like the 12th? January 12th? I should have it. I'm just, my plan is just to physically have the axle and own the axle, because that's the hardest part, is trying to find one for a good price. The one I bought is out of a dually, so I have to convert the hubs to single wheel hubs instead of the dually wheel hubs for a wider axle. So I will have to do that, so I'll have to add that to the parts to buy for the axle. But my goal was just to physically own the axle housing, but I was able to get it with everything, the knuckles, the tie rod, all of that. But that was my plan, was just to physically own it, since it's so hard to get them. I know some guys around me and on forums were selling them for like $2,500 an axle with nothing done to it. Just $2,500 for how it sits. They only made them from 1971 through 1991, so they were only made for 20 years. And the newest one is 32 years old. So 32, yeah, 31,
What?
yeah, 2023. Geez, 32 years old. So math isn't my strong suit, sorry, but 32 years old. So that is a long time, and they're getting harder and harder to find. So I was able to get one. The condition should be pretty decent. I should be able to fix whatever's wrong with it, clean it up. But my goal is just to physically have the housing, and now that I do, I can build on it once I have a lot of other stuff done to the truck. I'm at a good stopping point on the Jeep right now. So, you know, once I got the sliders and the bumpers done, so the Jeep will just be used for camping and wheeling, and then maybe other little small videos here and there if I think of anything to do to it in the meantime. And then but in the meantime, I will be doing a lot of work on that truck, and then wheeling and camping videos out of the Jeep. So that is kind of the plan. Redhead has it for 636 plus 350 core. Ooh. So you'd be paying over $1,000, right under $1,000. Is that, yeah, right around $1,000, and then you'll get the 350 back. I mean, it's either that or PSC. I mean, ultimately, you can look up. I do know of a steering box company local. They're in Scottsdale, Arizona, that they do rebuild steering boxes. You can give them a call. I will post a link to that, or a listing to that company, in the description of the live stream afterwards. You pretty much send it to them. They completely recondition the box, go through it, and then they can also tune the box. They also can tune the box where they can, you know, make it so less turns to go from lock to lock. Natalie's like, what? Why are you talking to me? Talk to your net. Yeah, pretty much.
I wasn't paying attention.
She wasn't paying attention. She will be in the next live stream, I told her. I know you guys like to see Bean, the Jeep, and the Jeep. So I figured more Natalie on the channel. Tim, we are going to wheel Elvis soon. I know we're going to be snow camping next weekend. And then I do want to wheel Elvis with you. My buddy is down. So it'll be 2 minivan JKs and 2 garbage can XJs out there, 4-wheeling. PSC is the better way to go. Yeah, that's true. I mean, it'll be a whole new box too, because I think Redhead just takes stock boxes and they completely replace the internals and everything. I think PSC will be, you know, a tapped and fully set up box. Tim, do they make a box for the XJ that's just bigger but not hydro steer? That's what I did with the JK, is bought a big bore without the hydro to limit complexity. I don't really know. I'm gonna take a wild guess and say that the PSC box is a big bore also, or you can get that option, but I haven't really looked into it. I know from my knowledge there's redhead steering gears and PSC, and then that company local to me, or local to us. But I think PSC would only have the big bore box. Ended up being good. We didn't go today anyways because I got... Oh, man. Yeah, that would have stunk, dude. Being, you know, feeling sick on the trail like that. Yeah, we'll go probably, you know... I don't know. Maybe end of the month, maybe around the beginning of next month. It'll just be getting nicer and nicer out, you know. It was nice and chilly today this morning, so the trail sodas we had while airing down the Jeep was pretty good to have. And the next weekend snow camping, we'll definitely, there won't be no need for ice or anything since we'll be in the snow. Just pretty much take the 30 packs out there, set them in the snow, toss some snow into them, and you're good to go. I did say earlier, for anybody that didn't know or wasn't tuned in, took the Jeep out wheeling, beat it up some. We'll have a video out on that next week. It was like a redemption video for the previous one, or the last one that was out, 4-wheeling in the desert by my house. Pretty much went out and tested everything. It was a shakedown run for my rock sliders and my new bumpers, and my buddy Travis built he had a 29 spline Ford 88 in the rear of his Jeep with a limited slip, and he upgraded to a 31 spline with a Spartan locker. So it was pretty much a shakedown run for both of us. I think it'll be an interesting video to see the difference between, you know, wheeling with my new and old bumpers and everything going on with Travis's rig. His rig is extremely capable. I love that thing. And then the Jeep did really, really well. Also on the 12th of January, I did order a Dana 60 passenger drop for the truck. And that will be delivered on the 12th of January. So that will be, I might do a little video on that about my plans for those axles, just so I could get some input from you guys, because the truck is, you know, 6.2 diesel with a 3-speed overdrive transmission, and I want low enough gearing in the axle so I'd be pretty capable off-road. But I don't want too low of gearing, since that truck is, you know, low RPMs for being a diesel. So I got to kind of get some community input. So I'll do a quick video on them once I pick up the axle. The bumpers look really good. Thank you, Tim. Beat them up pretty good. The front and rear bumper and the rock sliders added some good scratches to them. And I'm happy with it, you know. That's why I got them. John, yo, how you doing, man? What is everyone having for trail sodas? I am having Bush's original baked beans. That's the koozie with a banquet trail soda. Only the classiest of trail sodas. Perfect for Instagram likes. Picking a company that doesn't have a website was genius. Ups the amount of comments immediately when everyone has to ask you where to find them. Dude, so that guy Shane that makes those bumpers, he's a one-man operation. So I think he literally just has the Facebook and the Instagram, and one-man operation. He buys the steel, he bends it, welds it, cuts it, dimples it, does everything, man. And he ships it. I mean, so the only help he gets is with a little bit of social media with his friend and his dad. They help out a little bit on social media, because I was asking him about it. I was like, hey man, like I said in the video, it's a two-man operation from what I seen on his Instagram. He told me all that, and I'm like, damn, dude, like that is oh no, I dropped a bottle top or can top. Whatever, I'll find it. Or Bean will eat it, one or the other. Yeah, that was that really blew me away for the amount of bumpers he makes and pushes out and sells, and the quality and workmanship on it, and just the quality of the welds and the materials he uses. Like it blew me away. Like I don't think I could ever do that, just a one-man operation. Welding up bumpers like that, bumpers, rock sliders. He does other things too. Like it just blew me away. And I think contacting him through Instagram or his Facebook just makes it easier on him, which I kind of don't blame the guy. But I could see the ways it can restrict from people checking out your bumpers or buying them when you can only contact them through social media. Some people just like a website link that they just order the thing and it gets shipped to the house. So I could see both sides of it. Silver bullets, okay. That's some good water, Brian. No, I'm just kidding, man. Silver bullets. John, been pretty good. It's been a while, but got a lot done to the Jeep the last few weeks. A lot of wiring. Okay. All right, a lot of wiring. I know that's what I had to do to the truck. I installed a stereo system in it yesterday. I did 6x9s in the back, dash speakers, door speakers, and tweeters. All wired it all up myself to the stereo, and that was a lot of wiring. Luckily, I've done it to the Jeep in the past, so I kind of had a rough idea, and the truck cab isn't that big. So I can only imagine, what were you wiring, man? Trail soda, Bud Light, come on. Yeah, I got to finish off these banquets and the bush beans, and then I don't know, I might pick up some different ones for the next couple live streams. He makes a great looking bumper. Yeah, just by how that thing looks like. Oh no. I'm sorry, Tim. I don't know what I did. Accidentally screwed up and timed him out. No. Well, I'm sorry about that, dude. I did not mean to do that. I accidentally tapped that on accident. Trying to scroll through here. He does make a good looking bumper though. Yeah, just the quality of the welds on that. They almost look like they were done by a machine, which was insane to me. Sorry about that, Tim. Brian, speaking of wiring, do you run a fuse block and where? So I have the auxiliary battery, and then I run a power wire back to it's a Blue Sea Systems 8-gang fuse block. I literally just run the power wire to it and then run a ground off to somewhere on the body in the back of the Jeep. And then I have a jumper or then I run my power from there to the switch panel with the voltmeter, and then I think they're 15 amp fuses, so I run it from there to, from the switch panel to that one, or from the fuse block to that switch panel, sorry, and then from another one on there to the other switch in the back. And that's all I have so far. But it is an 8 gang, so in the future if I ever want to run anything, and that's kind of how I have it set up. And then I do have a fuse block from, it's like 100 amp fuse or something crazy, for the big 7 wiring kit that I bought from K Suspension. I think that's going from the alternator to the battery, I think, and then there's a giant fuse block in between, but that's about it. And then the Blue Sea system switches on each side has built-in 15 amp fuses too, so it's like double safeguarded in a sense. LOL Tim, bye Tim, bye. Yeah, I don't know what that was. I was just scrolling through here and then accidentally tapped a timeout for him. I'm sorry, dude. I did not mean to do that. John Winch, light bar, front pods, rear pods, ditch lights, USB ports on the interior, secondary battery, scene lights on roof rack. Just got my speakers in and wired, no head unit yet. Oh my gosh, dude. Yeah, I would lose my mind with that much wiring in even in like a couple weeks span. That is a lot, dude. But that's awesome, man. That is a lot of wiring, a lot of pods, and that's cool. What switch setup are you using? I know I have the aux beam 8 gang, and it's been great this entire time. And the no head unit yet. Okay. So yeah, that is that's great. Brian, okay, thanks. I have a Blue Sea 8 gang too, just couldn't find room under the dash. Yeah, I just ended up running it to like the back inner rear quarter panels. I stuck some 3M Velcro to the inner fender on the back, and then I did the male female Velcro, stuck it together and stuck it to the inside of the rear passenger side fender, right by the hatch, but behind the trim piece. And then I just ran my wires, ran one wire, just stubbed it out to the switch setup, and then ran the other one around the hatch I ran it around. I pulled the trim pieces off that go around the hatch and just ran it behind that metal and behind that plastic down to the other one. And then I just grounded off. Yeah, and then I ran the ground. I rerouted the ground back. So both switches are sharing a ground in the back of the Jeep, which I do need to come up with like a ground block type thing, instead of like a power block or whatever. Just a good ground bar. That's what it is. Tim should be back. I'm thinking, what, 5 minutes is 300 seconds. So I'm waiting for his comment, what he's going to say. That's funny. I didn't know I could even do that. I know I can make moderators and whatnot, but that is gold. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much the update. Did post that, updates on the Jeep. I love the front and rear bumpers, and the rock sliders. Used the crap out of them today. Scratched all of them up on the trail. So I am extremely happy that I was able to do that, and that I have better approach and departure angle. And then the updates on the truck, pretty much stereo system. I did build my own wiring harness, so I did a new starter, new glow plugs, high output alternator, and I built my own wiring harness. Not really wiring harness, but like the grounds from the batteries to the block, the power wires connecting the two batteries, and then the wire that went from the battery to the starter. I bought my own 1/0 welding wire and my own lugs, my own crimper and everything, and made my own wiring setup out of just some extremely thick wire. So that will help with, you know, power from the upgraded alternator and everything to help charge the batteries and, you know, run all my stuff. And so I did that. And then I did buy that Dana 60 passenger drop front axle. So I'll probably do a community post on that for the axles. Same aux beam 8 gang, use the blue C's to isolate the secondary battery. So I always have a starting battery. All accessories are ran off the secondary battery. Exactly what I did, dude. It seems like you have the automatic isolator, which I love that thing. I've had zero issues with it in the years that I've had it underneath the hood of the Jeep. Just pretty much, you know, the second I start the Jeep, within 10 to 20 seconds, I see the voltmeter in the back jump up from 12.5 volts up to like 14 volts, and it stays steady there. So I love that I went with that. I'm pretty sure, you know, marine grade stuff like that, you know, is definitely tested and will work on Jeeps, because, you know, it's built for the water and we're just driving through dirt, dust, and occasional mud and water. So everything Blue Sea Systems has been great. And yeah, pretty much Blue Sea Systems, the switch panels in the back, the isolator, the 8 gang fuse block, and I think that's everything. That has been Blue Sea Systems on the Jeep. Zero issues with that. I'm trying to think what other things, just kind of give you guys like a general like upgrade on stuff I've done to the Jeep. The cowl intake has been fine. I pulled the filter on that. Zero issues with that. I did clean that out really well. I don't think it's an oiled filter, so I just cleaned that up. Gosh, no issues with any of my cooling system. The Jeep actually runs too cool during the winter. The only time it got to 210 degrees was today was when I was just battling an obstacle for like 5 to 10 minutes, or that was probably about 10 to 15 minutes. I was fighting that obstacle. Yeah, that was about it. It got up to 210 degrees. I finally wheeled got off the obstacle, completed it, and then just sitting there idling, the temps went back down. Majority of the trail riding, it was pretty much about between 180 degrees and 200 degrees. So that's a little too cool for summer, or for winter. So I know it's just dumping that fuel into the, from the injectors to heat up that coolant and, the block. So I know that's not the greatest for it, but it is good during the summer. Zero issues with that. Zero issues with the trans cooler. Trans cooler's been great, even though I don't have a temp gauge for it. I should do one of those, but I know with that, they throw that cooler that I bought for the transmission on race cars and racing trucks and trophy trucks and all that. So I think it'll be good for an XJ transmission, so I'm not too concerned with that. All the aux beam stuff has been good. The 8 gang switch panel I have on the Jeep. Gosh, what else? Comment on here. That's cool. Did you swap the alternator 90 amp to 160? Yeah, what I did was whatever the alternator was through K suspension, I picked up, and that has been great. Zero issues with it. You just have to grind on the bracket a little bit to fit that larger alternator in there. But I don't remember. I think it's 190 amp. I could be wrong, but I think it's 160 or 190 amp alternator. That thing's been great. The Big 7 or Big 6 or whatever wiring upgrade from them has been fine from K suspension. Gosh, zero issues with the drivetrain on the Jeep. Just keeping all that maintenance. And I did get a comment on Instagram about the vinyl floors. Or about the vinyl floor and the insulation. I use in the design engineering insulation with the sound deadener and the vinyl floor. All that's been great. Me and Natalie have plastic floor mats in the Jeep, so the vinyl floor hasn't really been getting much wear and tear. But for how it is, it's been fine. Zero issues with the with that vinyl floor. It's kept the Jeep insulated during the winter and kept the heat out during the summer. The PRP seats also, zero issues with those. I mean, they're covered in dirt and dust. You know, we're driving through trails, getting sticks and leaves and everything from the bushes on the trail into the Jeep. Zero problems with those. I know I'm extremely happy with buying those seats. And I want to say that's about it. I don't really remember too much. I've done so much to the Jeep as it is. Glad to hear the feedback. Thank you. Yeah, we have a 2A Overland Patreon. I don't really expect people to join it if you don't want to. Just another way to help out the channel. I try to post our videos a day in advance on there. Sometimes I forget, so don't kill me on that. But I am going to be doing more community posts and possibly exclusive videos on there for you know, for items and stuff that YouTube is not a fan of. Let's just say that. Where did you mount the aux beam switches? I don't think I've even caught that in a vid. So where the kick panel is below the dash, where the ashtray is, I took the ashtray out and there's a single screw right behind it. Depending on the year, mine's a 96. But there's a screw back there, and I drilled a hole in the mounting bracket for the aux beam, and then I just backed out that screw, put it on there, and I just, you know, tightened it down, and it's held tight ever since. So pretty much my aux beam switches is where the ashtray was for the front of the Jeep on the 96, 95 model. So if yours is the same, just, yeah, yank out that ashtray if you're not using it. And pretty much I just popped a hole in the bracket, cleaned it up, and screwed it in right there, and it's been fine. It's perfect. Even putting the gear shifter all the way forward, zero issues in even contacting it, where there's probably 6 to 8 inches separating the two, and it's just nice and out of the way. As long as you get to 160 degrees Fahrenheit, you're fine. It has to be warm enough to evaporate moisture. True. Yeah, it's weird sometimes. Like, I know snow camping next weekend, it's going to be cold, you know, in the 30s, the 20s, and that thing is going to be fun to start in the morning. Shouldn't have any issues like a diesel, but yeah, I don't think I'll have much heat from the heater until I actually get on the highway leaving there. Let me look for that. Or I'll look for that cam top after the live stream. There's the first one, the first trail soda. And I'm not drinking trail sodas, so it's Bush's baked beans. So get off my back, YouTube. All right, I think we'll live stream for another 10 or 15 more minutes, and then awesome, brother. Thank you for sharing. No problem, dude. Any questions, just comment. You know, if you're watching a video, even if it's not about that video, comment, dude. I try my hardest to answer questions from anybody or from everybody. Share links, you know, stuff like that to help people with their builds. I know sometimes I don't reply immediately, but I try to get to you as soon as possible. Even on Instagram, you know, whatever social medias I'm on, and YouTube, I try to help out. So I want to keep these XJs on the road as long as possible, because they don't make them like they used to. They don't make the, you know, vehicles like these XJs anymore. I think if I could do it all over again, I only have two options for for Jeeps I would build from the very start. It would be an XJ all over again, or an LJ. And only because I like the longer wheelbase of the LJ, but I love the XJ because it's a little SUV. It's all enclosed, you know, your gear's not getting rained on. You don't have to worry about a soft top, some guy walking up to your soft top with a knife, cut your window and steal your gear, like, and you know, unibody. And they made I think over 2 or 3 million XJs, so parts are still easy to get. At least salvage parts, body parts, you know, small stuff like that. And then what I've noticed lately is the aftermarket has been picking up on the XJ, like Barnes, Cav Fab, like tons of companies, Rough Stuff, just tons of companies are making products for these things because there's still a ton of them on the road. I mean, I see so many XJs every day. I'll probably see 2 to 3 XJs a day, and just from my commute to work and back. So it's crazy. So I love the little community that we have so far with 2A Overland for XJs, and hopefully growing for square bodies also. And let's keep these old vehicles on the road because they're simple to work on and parts are cheap. What does it say on the bottom? That beautiful Beanco. Nice. I'm trying to think what else. What else I have in mind for the truck, for the Jeep, for the channel. We are going to Overland Expo West in Flagstaff, Arizona in May. So we will be there in the camping area. So if you see us in the expo, say hi. We're going to be bringing patches. We still have a buttload of patches to give out to, you know, anybody that says hi to us or whatever. And yeah, pretty much Overland Expo. I would like to go to King of the Hammers next month, but that would be kind of cutting it close, just for saving up the money to go to Hammers, ask for the time off and everything. So I kind of procrastinated that. That's pretty much the plan, is Overland Expo, snow camping, wheeling since the weather is nice, working on the truck since the Jeep is at a good stopping point, and pretty much just keep trucking on the channel. I mean, nothing's gonna change. I'm still gonna try to come out with a video a week. If I don't, you know, every couple weeks, and just keep upgrading these old vehicles and building on them. Gosh. I don't really know. Just keep stuff going. I think me and Natalie want to go on some trips soon too. We want to go to Moab before it gets too warm out. So before summer, maybe hit Moab, drag the Jeep up there. Cost, you know, I'll have to get a title loan out on the Jeep just to pay for the gas to get there, but whatever. John, I've seen several built XJs in BFE, Texas and Oklahoma last year. Always got excited. Dude, same. I don't care how beat the Cherokee is. It could be a bone stock one. It could be one that just looks like a garbage can on wheels. It could be super built. I don't care what it looks like. But if I see a Cherokee, I'm like, all right, that thing is awesome. I don't care how crappy the Cherokee looks or anybody's Cherokee looks. I just love Jeep XJs. I think they're awesome little vehicles. Dude, mail me a patch. Okay. So yeah, I guess for this live stream, whoever wants a patch, email me your address. Just to keep it, you know, kind of confidential. I don't want you to comment your address or anything. Don't do that. Baby, can you write down our address or our email address on a piece of paper, and I'll hold it up for the gang so then they could write it down and email me their home addresses so I can send them patches. I only do it for this live stream. Usually it's if you see us in person, or if you are, you know, if you subscribe to our $10 tier on Patreon, I send you a patch. But just for this live stream, I have a ton of patches, so I will send you guys some patches as soon as I can. We got to get mailers and stamps and all that. Do you know it?
Yeah, it's the2aoverland@gmail.com.
Yeah. All right. No problem. And I think we'll write a little note on the flap of the envelope, and then if you guys want, we'll put a lock of bean hair inside of it.
Oh my god. Well, it'll probably be unintentional anyway.
Unintentionally, yeah. All right, here's our email. Oh my gosh. Okay, the 2A overland at gmail.com. The 2A overland, no spaces, no underscores, anything, at gmail.com. I will put it in the description of this video too. Nah, dude, you don't have to PayPal me. Don't worry about it. You guys tune into the live streams. You guys support the channel. And for this live stream, I will be giving out patches. So don't worry about it. It's only a few bucks to ship them or whatever. I don't even think I've really shown you guys what they look like. Let me grab one real quick. All right. It comes in a little plastic baggie. I'll open this one up to demo it. Maybe. Okay. @2A_overland. Okay, there it is in the light. And it's that, all of that around it is supposed to be like camo. Just like our logo. Just 2A overland in camo background. Velcro. It comes with, you know, a little Velcro backer, so you could stick it to whatever you want. Just let me know how many you want in the email. Just for this live stream though, so I'll keep an eye on it. I'm just kidding. But yeah, the 2A overland at gmail.com. All one word, no underscores, anything like that. Yeah, we'll ship some of those out. We'll have them out. What's the link to the Patreon? I'll put that in the description. So I'll put the email in the description, a link to the Patreon in the description, and I know I had to put a link to something else, like redhead steering gears and all that. I don't really want to e-beg like that, because I know, you know, everything is with inflation and the prices of stuff going on. If you guys do want to contribute, I really appreciate it. I try to put out videos a day early and give you guys sneak peeks on stuff. I'm going to be more active on there and put some more Second Amendment stuff on there, just to, you know, since you guys want to support us with money, I will definitely you guys have priority on videos and stuff like that. Any questions too, they have a messaging system and all that. So I will definitely put that on there. Let me actually see if I could yeah, the2aoverland@gmail.com. Let me see if I could jump on Patreon and actually get a link to it to post in the live chat. Okay. That was weird. I never left the YouTube app before to go do something. That's weird. Okay, let me see. Gosh, can I post on here a link? I've never done any of this before. My bad, you guys. I don't think I can. Gosh. Get on here. I'll actually, babe, can I send you a link to the Patreon? I'll text you a link, and then could you jump into the live stream and post the link as a comment? All right, we'll do that. John, fellas, gotta go tuck the kids into bed. I'll find the Patreon. Thanks for the patches. Everyone have a good night. No problem, man. I will post a link to the Patreon down in the description of this live stream right after it. So thank you so much for tuning in, and you have a good night, dude. Thank you so much. Appreciate it once again. Thank you for sharing it. No problem, dude. I need to join your Patreon so you could get a winch. Dude, the winch I wanted, they had a recall for it, actually. It was the Warn Evo VRS 10 winch. Say hi, Bean. You're right there. Look at you. Yeah. Yeah, that's me and you. Yeah, sit down. It was the Warn VRS 10 Evo winch or whatever. They had a recall on it because if moisture got into the controller, it could malfunction the controller. But I mean, they don't fight with me right now. I'm live streaming. Okay. Oh, big stretch by Bean. Big stretch. All right. What's up, dude? What's up? Oh, another big stretch. Okay. Lazy little dog. So yeah, they had that recall on it for some reason, but it's, I mean, I guess it could be a recall. You plug that thing in and it just automatically turns on and destroys itself. But I guess if you contact Warn, if you own that winch, they will send you a replacement controller, or you could just buy the wireless controller. But that is my plan. Luckily, a lot of the stuff that we're doing in the Jeep, we don't need a winch in the meantime. So I'm just going to keep going on the truck with that. And then once it becomes a priority or an issue, then I will buy a winch. All right, little dog. All right, Bean's being fussy. Okay. All right, loser. Okay. What's up, dude? What's up? Oh, hi. All right. Get out of there. Okay, so yeah, I will send you guys patches. I will link the Patreon down below in the description of the live stream. So just tune in right away, or I guess go back on it afterwards and click on that. We will send out patches in the next few days. I will be doing community posts. Next weekend, I will have a Jeep wheeling video where you will see me and Travis beat the crap out of our built trash cans on the trail. Dana 60 front axle for the Jeep for the truck that I will hopefully be picking up later in the week. I will do a post on that for the channel and for the Patreon, maybe a Patreon exclusive video, possibly, if I can figure out how to do that. I know there's a way. Just stuff like that. Maybe Patreon exclusive video and a post for YouTube. And I mean, we're just going to keep rolling on the channel. I don't see any stopping in the future. Just keep working on garbage cans and dumpsters. Going wheeling, beating them up, building the truck into a full-blown 1-ton, 40-inch tire Overlander square body Just getting that reliable. Some product reviews. I don't really want to focus on product reviews, but I will have a air compressor product review coming soon in the next month or so. That is I think a good deal. Definitely air up your tires quick compared to cheaper ones. Just stuff like that. Overland Expo. Wish we could go to King of the Hammers. We can't. Just stuff like that. I mean, it is awesome, the support during these live streams, during, you know, all the comments on the videos, comments on Instagram. Everything has been huge. You guys are my motivation to keep going with the channel. And I am extremely happy to for me and Natalie to be making these videos and to show you guys all of the stuff we're doing in our trips and building on these vehicles. Jimmy, I have a Warn VR10S. I think that's what it is on. It's either the Evo or the VR10S. I've seen a lot of pages on Facebook sharing about it. Just, you know, hey, if you have this winch, please contact us. So both of you guys, just, yeah, hit them up so you can get your replacement remotes, just so you don't grenade your $500 to $800 winch. It's great. I keep a cover on it and the controller in my Jeep. Yeah, that's exactly what I did with my Smittybilt. In the very beginning, I had no cover on it and the line got screwed up, so I had to replace that with just some Amazon line that I bought, and then I put a cover on it. Then the cover got destroyed, so I took the cover off, and then shortly after that, probably within 3 months after that, I sold the whole winch and the bumper and everything. But if I get a Warn for the front of that Jeep, I'm going to find the best cover possible. Probably like a neoprene one or like a vinyl one or something on there that won't fade or go to crap like the one I bought did. I got the Evo 8 as well. Days ago, I got a message from Amazon telling me about it. Luckily, I haven't installed it yet. Yeah, dude, I mean, that's a wild thing. I remember in the very beginning, I guess people would free spool the winch and they would pull the line out, like just terrible people. They'd free spool the winch and pull the line out and like hook it to your back axle, and then you could they would literally like touch a paper clip to the leads and then just walk away and let it destroy the vehicle. I know that's not a big thing now, but I did see posts on it years ago about people just destroying vehicles, you know, just being, I don't know, a-holes about it, I guess, for no reason. But yeah, that is a that's going to be a big issue, plugging in your winch controller and it just starts working without you pressing the buttons. Like spooling in. If it's spooling in, I mean, it's just going to destroy your bumper or destroy itself, snap the line, like something crazy like that. So I'm glad that they noticed that and issued that recall before, hopefully it happened before it happened to too many people. But I think we'll go for another minute or two. I'll actually chug this can of beans to end off the live stream. So if you guys have any trail sodas, join in with me. Chug the can of beans and we will call it. So we'll go for another minute and then do that. What's up, Bean? He wants to fight. I already know it. You want to play fight? My little dog. Alright. We'll give a countdown and then chug the can of beans. And in the live stream, because we're going for an hour and 25 minutes now. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Okay. That was practically a full can. All right, you guys, thank you for so much for tuning in. I will get to the patches. We will have those shipped out soon. I will post the Patreon down below. and Bean. Say bye to the live stream. Bye, live stream. Have a